First, I'll use a plastic trim removal tool to remove the air vents, and I'll place a rag underneath to prevent any scratches. Gently pull the panel toward you, then downward. Now you have access to 3 electrical plugs that need to be disconnected. Unplug the engine start button connector, the middle black connector, and the white one, which was the most stubborn. Set the air vents panel aside. Now you will just need a T20 to remove all the screws. There are 3 screws on top holding the climate control unit. Take out this plastic panel, you won't even have to use the prying tool. Place the panel aside to gain more space, and now you have access to the other 2 screws holding the climate control unit. From the back of the unit, you need to take out 2 connectors. Here you need to press the upper clip to release the plastic latch. I'll press it with something else so you can see the system better. There goes the white one, and now the black one. Press the latches all the way down to release the plugs. Now there are 4 more T20 screws holding the main navigation unit. Place a towel or a rag under the main unit to protect all the plastic trims. Let's take out the display now. It's just held by 2 screws. Remember, these 2 screws are a bit shorter than the rest. Pull out the lower part of the display to take it out as illustrated and unplug the LVDS connector from the back. It has this small clip that needs to be pressed. Now we need to unplug the original main power fodder unit. To do it, you need to pull the black latch as much as possible. As you can see, the connector is identical with the fodder connector on the cable set that comes with the module box. Now we need to move the fiber optic cable from one connector to the other. To do this, you can even use a toothpick. Now I'll insert the female connector from the package into the original male connector and lock the latch to secure the connection. Next, I'll insert the fiber optic cable into the male connector from the package, then plug it into the original unit. To open the latch, press both sides at the same time. Insert the male connector and make sure the connection is secure. Now I will take the cable that was removed from the display and plug it into the LVDS port on the module. The LVDS cable that comes with the module has 2 types of connectors. The straight one goes into the module and the 90-degree angled one goes into the display. Now we need to route the power cable behind the navigation unit and climate control unit all the way up to the module. For now, I'm routing it through here. And then through here. Make sure to stretch it properly so it doesn't block the reinstallation of the navigation unit. Now let's route the connector for the USB-A port the same way we did with the first cable. plug the jack labeled mic in into the mic out port. I'll use a bit of electrical tape to make sure they stay connected. Under the glove box, we need to remove 3 more screws that hold this panel in place. Now we can route the USB port cable to the area beneath the glove box. I will bundle the remaining cables and tie them with electrical tape. The module has enough space behind the display. I'll now reinstall the display and then the main navigation unit. Next comes the climate control unit, and finally the air vents panel. I did a quick check before installing the screws and everything was working just fine. To access the module menu, just press and hold the menu button. First, I made sure the smartphone is paired with the car's Bluetooth. Then I connected to the module's Wi-Fi network. I also connected to the module's Bluetooth. Now CarPlay works. You can use Waze or Google Maps. Siri also works.
Hello Siri,
Hi, how can I help?
let's drive to Bucharest.
You'll need to turn on location services for that. Want to turn... Getting driving directions to Bucharest using Waze.
Let's explore some maps and functions together.
Proceed to Strada Neferelu, then take the first left.
When you activate mirroring, the CarPlay function will automatically turn off. Android Auto works just as well. You can even play movies using VLC. Okay guys, I think that was more than enough to show you how awesome this gadget is.